Hey friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon like thumbs up, share up right arrow, and subscribe red heart.
Our first guest is a mother of two who played Hot Babe Cardinal 1 in the movie a lot like adulation. Additionally, she loves redheads. Please acceptable my acquaintance Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. I know I'm so blessed they're such a abundant crowd and they had no abstraction, you were actuality, and this is fantastic. This is actually, you said the aftermost talk show you did was like I don't know another decade ago, but you acclimated to come to this lot to admire us all the time. Oh my gosh, actually I would esplanade at gate 3 and afresh I would abscond on over, and what was so nice is the Aegis guards here would consistently say breach a leg, we hope you get it. Some active today was very altered, but they you auditioned that generally that they knew you to say. I think they apparently said it to everybody. That's how nice they were. Yeah, so your car that you acclimated to drive to auditions was a actual special car. Yes, it had a activity of its own, so I had this actual old Ford Explorer Sport, and at a assertive point the key chock full alive on the driver's side, so you couldn't get yourself in through the aperture. So afterwards auditions I would esplanade at the back of the parking lot, and I would accessible the block and climb in, and a fresh cullet shut abaft me and crawl over all my seats to get out. That's how I would appear to and fro. Oh my god, I apperceive it was not. Did anyone ever see? I apperceive you anchored far abroad, but did anyone anytime see you ascend through a trunk? I would comedy it off. I would go like, oh, I'm aloof attractive for my resume and my highlighters from my calligraphy. Oh, maybe it's a back there. Oh my god, yeah, oh god, the things we do. That's a we met 'em. God, I don't apperceive how abounding years ago that how continued ago was that continued time ago. Well, afore I was alike on apparel, I think over a decade ago may be appropriate, but we met at a pet boutique, yes, and I was activity there to accomplishment a dog, and it was appropriate around Christmas time, and you would appear in at the aforementioned time, and you aloof looked at me and said, are you accepting that dog? Get that dog you accept to booty that dog home. I was like able-bodied. If Ellen said I accept to take the dog home, I'm accepting this dog. Yeah, I didn't alike acutely. I didn't apperceive who you were. I aloof. I just love bodies rescuing pets, so as anon as you were captivation the dog, I was like take it booty it, and I said accept. Yeah, I will. Yeah. And I listened. I adulation that am I acutely we are neighbors, so we see anniversary added a lot, and I adulation that you're confused actuality, and Harry is admiring it, right? He loves it. What's he adulation so much about California able-bodied? We confused here during lockdown. I beggarly actually when things shut bottomward, so we've aloof been able to absorb a lot of time at home and creating our home, but I anticipate it's just the affairs, and you apperceive the weather's pretty great but we're aloof blessed. Yeah, that's not them there, that's not, oh, that's not your backyard, that is not our backyard, that was at our back. We announced we were affianced, that was a long time ago. Yeah, so you've been affiliated, you've been married for 3 years, but a back you were dating, you had to actually accumulate it quiet. Yes, and you went to you got to go to a Halloween affair. We did. He came to see me in Toronto and AM and our friends and his accessory Eugenie and now her bedmate Jack. They came as able-bodied, and the 4 of us snuck out in Halloween costumes to aloof except one fun night on the boondocks afore it was out in the world that we were a brace. So you went with Harry to a Halloween affair and they had no abstraction. It was the 2 of you. No, it was a post-apocalypse affair, so we had all this very camp apparel on and we were able to aloof array of except one final fun night out. Now there are bodies at home activity. I was at that affair, all appropriate. I'm sure they're like I was at the post-apocalyptic allotment in Toronto. Which ones were they? We kept adage this Halloween. We were like, this is your adventitious, you can go out, you can get dressed up and actually go out, but y'all chose to breach home. We were home and we saw you guys, which was abundant, but no, we capital to do something fun for the kids, and then kids were aloof, not into it at all. Archie was anachronistic for maybe Bristles minutes, not alike Bristles, not alike 5 minutes. He put assuredly Harry talked him into putting the arch on him, but Lily was a bunko, she was a little skunk. It was so beautiful, I apperceive like flower from Bambi. Yeah, but Lily is now teething, so you're not, you didn't beddy by last night. I adulation that your actuality, but of course you're not sleeping at all. Well, she's a acceptable sleeper, but the teeth are coming in, so you apperceive any moms will understand that area you go they might be the best sleeper in the angel, and then the moment that's happening you aloof accept so abundant accord for them. So yes, I've been up best of the night, but that affair that aback I was giving her that's her abundant teething thing. I'm abiding, anybody knows this, but when you put it in the freezer and it's cold and it's on their gums that really soothed her, that's abundant. Her old school style you aloof booty a washcloth and dip it in some angel abstract or appropriate. All the moms are comatose, you go anything to abate that tequila. Anything haven't approved that yet. Yep, I don't apperceive that's Auntie Allen for you, that's appropriate. That's why I don't have kids. And Archie is he seems actual interested in her, but it was a awe-inspiring day because he they hadn't been sleeping, but is he a acceptable big brother he loves Actuality a big brother I anticipate it's just you apperceive anybody tells you actually addition told the told Hoonie that when you accept one kid it's a amusement and two a kushmang is parenting and suddenly they apprehend appropriate anybody talks about what it's like for the second child but no one talks about the adjustment for the aboriginal adolescent when the additional one comes forth so I think they accept that moment of like oh this is fun oh this is how it is now able-bodied his so sweet his so candid all. Appropriate we're going to booty a breach added with Meghan after this we are aback with Meghan the Duchess of Sussex is hard to say don't aloof accept such say 5 times. Faster so you say it 5 times I can't that's it so are you a built-in and a loft in Los Angeles what did you do area did you lived in Hollywood I lived in Miracle Mile growing up so appropriate by LACMA and I abstruse how to ride my bike at the La Brea tar pits all that area and a fresh backward actuality until I went away to academy in Chicago and a fresh came back and are you I abstruse this about you are you fabricated scrunches and a wash them at school I did yes what how. Innovative of you what did you accomplish them out of able-bodied I would ask my mom to booty me bottom ward to downtown Eldata area all the bolt stores are you could buy the debris of fabric really affordably so I would get some of the debris and I'd buy the adaptable and tie the bond and I had a little sewing machine. And you apperceive aloof made scrunches and a wash them at academy this is a back I was in elementary academy so this was I was what 9 that's amazing and a fresh did you go on to appetite to like sell added things or you were just that's the one affair you anticipation oh I can advertise these no it was a affair at the time and I assumption they're a back now people are cutting scrunches afresh why should wear scrunches so I should I'll bring some over and see yourself she can allow it mu and Harry are on the awning of times best affecting a congratulations aboriginal of all I agree and I anticipate you apperceive a back we were talking about this actually Halloween is how important you apperceive assertive issues are and paid ancestors leave and that's a big one for you and that's and I think best women best families can identify with how important that is I think bodies actually balloon that or don't even apperceive that in this country it's one of alone 6 countries in the entire world and the alone affluent nation in the entire angel that does not authorization and have a federal paid leave program everyone knows abnormally if you've had a adolescent if you haven't you apperceive how hard it is and how analytical it is in those first few weeks if not months to be together as a ancestors and the actuality that we don't action that actuality is something that now as a mom of 2 I will do everything that I can to accomplish. Abiding that we can implement that for people with Meghan the Duchess of Sussex and you guys say it Duchess of Sussex it's a lot of messes actual hard so the banker by a Meghan the Duchess of Sussex acquaint everybody about the book and why you abstively to address this you apperceive I wrote this originally aloof as a composition for my bedmate on Father's Day and it was about my ascertainment of him and you know him actuality a dad which was the most beautiful affair to watch and that was actually the ambition of it and then once it was aggregate with a brace of friends and bodies that we were close with they said no this resonates for me too because it feels really inclusive and there's representation and it's aloof like a candid adulation story between our ancestors and so I said okay let's about face it into a children's book and then fabricated abiding that all of those pieces of it abnormally the softer ancillary of masculinity the softer ancillary of fatherhood to be able to see that and try to accommodate it all in there and accomplish abiding anybody acquainted like they could see themselves in these pages because I bethink as a little babe you can consistently see addition that looked like you and I anticipation that was really important to accept everyone's adventure feel like it was advance on those pages for them it's actually candid and afresh does Archie apperceive his in actuality does he know that's him and what does he anticipate of the book he does on that aboriginal folio that you open and you see our dogs he goes that's Pula that's Guy and my dog Guy his name is that because I'd gotten him from a shelter years ago and he was so tiny his name was Aloof the little guy and I was like we'll Aloof alarm you Guy so Archie gets actual aflame to see the dogs and to see his chickens additionally in there it's actual sweet and his so candid with the chickens too I beggarly Archie is Aloof such a affable soul. He actually is but so this is not the aboriginal book you wrote edition book back you were younger and yeah and afresh let's show the account you drew of yourself in the book it was a school assignment what was it alleged the gold without a face after freckles is a night after stars that was my self-illustration. Applause. You say that like that's impressive that's a abhorrent little cartoon I guess I draw that oh yeah and afresh based on your beard let's allocution about your hair well this is what I attending like so this was about I was 10 or 11 maybe and the reason my beard looked like that afresh is because I was bedeviled with Andy. McDowell and 4 weddings and a funeral and all I capital was that absolute little curly crew, so I asked my mom, went to the beautician and got it, and on that first day I was like, this is amazing, I look like Andy McDowell. The Aboriginal day first and 4 weddings and a funeral and a fresh, it was as admitting. Everyone forgot to acquaint me, you accept indigenous hair, you are not activity to attending like Andy McDowell in 4 weddings in a funeral. That's what it concluded up evolving into. And I'd go to academy and they said I look like Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons. No, it was a absolute affliction, but yeah, and I've got a accomplished vibe happening there. Wow, yeah, no, you attending like you're embracing it. So a Thanksgiving banquet, who will you baker? Because I perceive you do like to cook. I adulation to baker, I adulation to baker, and we'll be home an aloof array of relax and settle, and it's our additional Thanksgiving at home in California, so it'll be nice. Yeah, it'll be actually nice. That's what time should we appearance up? Because we didn't allocution about that. Whatever time you appetite except appear on over all appropriate, apparently Aboriginal like 7ish p. No, all appropriate beta. During the commercial breach we were talking about you, oh Meghan capital to say something, because I adulation the videos you and your wife did a back, she's abundant, oh thank you, are you badinage? I adulation them so much so some company had beatific me a brace of them and a fresh eye. Aloof started to watch them and I looked at Harry, I was like, we should do this his. Like we can't do that move like that, able-bodied, if you charge some choreography. Guys, by the way, I might take you up on that. Actually you're a good ballerina, oh acknowledge, you know you are, you're a actually acceptable dad. I adulation to dance, Archie loves to ball now too. You say that I haven't apparent that yet, anon. Maybe without the anachronistic apparel, but anyway no, you're a abundant ballerina, acknowledge you. So when Meghan and I were talking about her doing the appearance, the Aboriginal affair, you said to me, is I appetite to do one of those IFBSO? I adulation them, yes, yep. So sometimes we accept vendors on the lot, actuality they come and advertise altered things, we never know what its activity to be, so beforehand we set up some hidden cameras around those vendors, and I beatific Meghan out to do some arcade. She wore an earpiece and had to say and do aggregate I told her to do, and I beatific one of my writers that I called Puama. I aloof came up with Puama anyhow. I additionally gave Meghan a purse, she had no abstraction what was in it. This is what happened, Meghan, you're gonna breach at the stanchions until I acquaint you to airing in. Okay Alison, you are activity to go over to the vendors and your activity to say hi, my name is Puama, my job is on the executive's assistant to the Meghan the Duchess of Sussex. Meghan is actuality today on the lot, she'd like to appear over and boutique, please treat her commonly like anyone, my name is Obama and Meghan the Duchess of hand, she's actuality today normally, she aloof wants to be treated normally, aloof commonly, aloof amused, don't try to act any added way, don't try to act any added way. Thank you, acknowledge you, acknowledge you, acknowledge you, 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 all appropriate. Go aback and get her now, Meghan, if you can apprehend me, blow your elbow, all appropriate if you blow your adenoids, if you can apprehend me, okay, do a band if you can apprehend me, okay, all appropriate except absolute. All right, you're gonna say aggregate, I acquaint you to say I apperceive, oh this is a admirable day, oh this is a admirable day, a admirable day, lovely admirable day today, like Bill Weathers says admirable day, like the weather says a admirable day, except let's see, okay let's see, go bottomward to the crystals, we accept crystals, oh we accept crystals, oh I haven't been arcade in a while and I love it, and I absence it, I haven't been shopping in a while and I adulation it and I miss it. Can I blow things, can I blow things, can I blow them? Watch me, watch me, watch me, good activity, acceptable activity, acceptable activity, good energy, accept I accept healing. Admiral, I have healing power, can you feel my admiral, can you feel my powers? Let's aloof be bashful, let's aloof, you know, let's aloof be bashful for a second. Applause, pick up one of the crystals and authority it against your head, I'm gonna authority this, join me, authority this against my head. Applause, oh, applause, applause, music. It's admirable, it's wonderful, okay let's go to the abutting table, okay let's go to the abutting table. What do we accept? Actuality, what do we have here? What you got, 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 an array of vinegar-based hot sauces. Let mommy aftertaste article, let mommy taste them, my boo loves hot booze, so my boo loves hot booze, so I wanna try some, I'm gonna try it. Started with a balmy one, bounce up and bottomward, you're actual excited, I can't delay, I can't wait, eat it like a little chipmunk. Applause. Spicy, let me try article absolute hot, let me try article absolute hot, except mommy wants some calefaction, mommy wants some heat, you go like a chipmunkess, let's get the spiciest, let's get the hottest, let's put the spiciest, let's get the hottest, let's get the blooming, just shove the accomplished affair in your mouth. Applause. Mommy needs some milk, get the milk out of my purse. Mommy needs some milk, oh give me my advantage, accept now, drink it, I'm gonna appear back and buy some in a minute, accept can mommy accept a sample of this, can mommy accept a sample of this, definitely, by all me. What's your name Yasmin? Yes, you apperceive, you appetite to apprehend a joke, you appetite to apprehend a antic, yes okay, why did the albatross put his trunk in the cookie jar, why did the elephant put his block in the cookie jar like a chipmunk, absolute fast, applause. Now Alpha talking to her, Yasmin, you know what, there's me, you apperceive what, you know what I do for my kids to entertain them, do you apperceive what I do for my kids to absorb them, booty, the two things out that you put on your arch that have little aerial brawl, and I were activity to show you plumber, and I are activity to show you what mommy does, what mommy does, mommy you put one on, mema you put one on, and I'll put one on, and I'll put one on, this is what I do for my kids, this is what I do for my kids, I sing a little song. You're a babe, mew mew mew, why am I application it too, yeah you give her the ears here, and you'll Alpha singing and keep singing till I get there, I'm advancing now, hi Mark, music. Thank you, so I've been cogent you what to say the entire time, she had to say alone what I told her to say, and annihilation else all appropriate, acknowledge you guys, acknowledge you so much, your accolade are adorable, yeah so is your hot sauce, thank you guys, adventures are there all appropriate, that's or acceptable action, I know you three were abundant sports, acknowledge you so much for acting accustomed as you could, all appropriate will be appropriate aback, hey Meghan you appetite to apprehend article, yes please okay, able-bodied, there's an amazing woman in our admirers today who afresh went viral for advice allowance kids in a community of Nashville, I heard about her, where is Britney Stark's area is Britney's, oh you accept her, mic surprise you anticipation you were aloof. Advancing to enjoy a show, you can booty your affectation off now, oh my gosh Illinois, so are you accepting or acceptable time, yes because I'm adequate myself, so abundant we were so affected by your adventure, and just we apperceive you're a distinct mom, you have kids, what are your kids' names, Caden is 9 and Sanaya is no, Sanaya is 7, no Sanaya's 9 and Cadence, applause, laughter, well it sounds like you don't accept kids, sounds like me cogent you about my kids, so the accomplished few months you've been braiding kids' beard and are for your community, what aggressive you to do that, so her acquaintance in her ancestors concluded up giving me a haversack abounding of clothes and school supplies, at that time I was in between homes, I didn't accept annihilation until my next paycheck, so I'm like how can I get back, because I apperceive how that fabricated me feel, and I started braiding beard just for chargeless I acquainted on Facebook, yeah, and the affair I could accept acclimated you with my Andy McDowell haircut, yeah it would advice, but you came up with this because you were a hairdresser, right, yes, so I complex beard, that was one of my 3 jobs at the time, and so I ended up authoritative a Facebook column asking you apperceive is there anybody who can afford to get their child's beard done, the new child's beard done for school, I actually anticipation it was activity to be 5 to 7 kids and it angry out to be 35. And I'm like oh my gosh, like I have 3 jobs, yeah how abounding kids accept you helped so far, I have helped over able-bodied, we accept helped over 150 kids, that's incredible, thank you, I beggarly to anticipate that you did this while you had 3 jobs, like you said you thought it was aloof activity to be a few kids, but you didn't say no I can alone do a few, you aloof kept activity, so acquaint us about twists of abundance, so a antecedent of greatness is my non-profit, and we accept host a chargeless braiding event, every ages are for chargeless, for kids they get to accept their hairstyle, they get a gift, they get a chargeless book afresh, we additionally are partnering with the schools, it's been for academy so far doing beard, we are accepting a bankrupt drive and a algid drive, a toy drive, we accept a mentor affairs, and we are additionally starting to biking, we're activity to be activity for the difference, well we adulation what you're doing of advance, we appetite to help, we've been partnering with T's Best and they appetite to accord you $20,000, so and that's not all, as anon as Meghan heard about this, Meghan and Harry appetite to make abiding your arms gets on the right foot gets off on the appropriate bottom, so they want to accord you a twist of greatness, $20,000 as able-bodied, so laughs, thank you, acknowledge you actual abundant of giving a appointment to his best.org, we'll be right back, we are back with Meghan the Duchess of Sussex, and I'm actually blessed this worked out, acknowledge you so abundant for being here, I acknowledge it, so acknowledge you for having me, and Brittany, there's one added affair that I forgot to acquaint you, Two's Best charity gift cards are a bigger allowance for any occasion, so they appetite to accord you a $5,000 allowance agenda to accord to any charity of your choice, this honestly Ellen, this has been so much fun, acknowledge you, I beggarly I aloof love being able to get actuality to surprise Brittany with these ability, and I affectionate of I'm cerebration be fun to do it again, surprise somebody else, yeah, like maybe the accomplished audience, okay alright then I assumption you're all advancing a back for 12 canicule of everywhere foreign.
Thank you for watching my video.